Welcome to the AI Garage. Today we're looking at a car that's been generating a massive amount of buzz in the EV crossover segment, the Dongfeng Viggo. Right off the bat, in this Hero 3/4 view, you can see that Dongfeng isn't playing it safe. They've gone for a cyber rugged aesthetic that feels incredibly current. Notice the stance. It's got that high-riding SUV confidence, but the lines are sharp and technical. The orange paint, a deep, metallic burnt copper, highlights the complex surfacing on the hood and doors. Look at how the light hits that tornado line, running from the headlight back to the rear pillar. It gives the car a sense of motion even when it's standing still. The blacked out A, B, and C pillars create that floating roof effect that is so popular right now, making the car look sleeker and lower than it actually is. And we have to talk about those wheels. They feature a bi-tone, geometric design that looks like something out of a sci-fi concept drawing. They fill the arches perfectly, especially with that chunky black cladding that suggests this car isn't afraid of a gravel road or a high curb. This angle proves the Viggo is designed to turn heads in a crowded supermarket parking lot. The face of the future, front view. Let's move around to the front, and this is where the Viggo's personality really shines. In a world of angry-looking cars, the Viggo looks focused and intelligent. Because it's an EV, there's no need for a massive, gaping radiator grille, so the designers used that blank canvas to create a very clean, minimalist face. The lighting signature is the star here. You have these ultra-slim horizontal DRLs that almost meet in the middle, joined by vertical LED fangs that drop down toward the bumper. It creates a wide, planted look. If you look closely at the lower bumper, you'll see the active shutter system. It stays closed for better aerodynamics at high speeds but opens up when the battery needs a bit of extra cooling. The hood has these two distinct character lines that draw your eye toward the new Dongfeng emblem. It's a symmetrical, balanced design that feels very premium. It doesn't look like a budget EV, it looks like a piece of high-end consumer electronics. This is the face that's going to be filling up your rearview mirror, and I think it's one of the best executed front ends we've seen from the brand yet. Profile and proportions, side view. From the side, we get a real sense of the Viggo's proportions. It's a masterclass in wheel at each corner design. By pushing the wheels out to the far edges of the chassis, Dongfeng has maximized the wheelbase. For the nerds out there, a longer wheelbase usually means two things: a smoother ride over bumps and a massive amount of interior room. The roofline is interesting. It's relatively flat, which tells me the engineers prioritized passenger headroom over a coupe-like slope that usually ruins the backseat experience. The flush-fitting door handles are a great touch. They pop out when you approach with the key, keeping the airflow smooth and the look sophisticated. Check out the charging port location on the front fender. It's easily accessible for nose in parking at public chargers. The contrast between the vibrant orange bodywork and the matte black lower trim gives it a rugged, go-anywhere vibe, while the silver roof rails add a bit of utility. It looks balanced, sturdy, and ready for a road trip. It's a compact footprint, but the design makes it feel like a much larger, more substantial vehicle. The digital cockpit dashboard. Step inside the AI Garage's virtual interior tour. The Viggo's cabin is a zen space. The first thing that hits you is the lack of clutter. There are almost no physical buttons here. Everything is centered around that massive, high-definition floating tablet. This is the brain of the car, running a lightning-fast OS with AI-integrated voice commands. The dashboard itself has a beautiful horizontal flow. Look at the texture on the dash. It's a brushed metallic effect trim that feels very modern. The steering wheel is a unique two-spoke design with a flat bottom, making it easier to slide in and out of the driver's seat. It houses dead front, capacitive buttons that only light up when the car is on. The instrument cluster is a slim digital strip tucked behind the wheel, giving you just the info you need: speed, range, and navigation, without overwhelming you. The air vents are integrated into a single slim line that spans the width of the cabin. It feels expensive, airy, and very Tesla meets Scandinavian design. It's a place where you'd actually want to spend a 2-hour commute. Driver comfort, front seats. Now, let's talk about the throne. These front seats are a highlight. Finished in a premium gray eco leather, they offer a great balance between soft comfort and long-distance support. You can see the aggressive side bolsters. They're there to keep you in place when you're testing out the instant torque of that electric motor around a tight corner. The ergonomics here are spot on. Notice the floating center console. Because there's no mechanical link to a gearbox, the space underneath is wide open for a handbag, a laptop, or extra storage. You've got wireless charging right where your hand naturally falls, and the armrest is at the perfect height for relaxed cruising. You'll also notice the electric seat adjustment switches on the side. They're tactile and easy to reach. The view out the front is expansive thanks to a low dashboard cowl and those slimmed-down A-pillars. Dongfeng has also used a lot of soft-touch materials on the door cards and armrests. It's clear they wanted the touchpoints to feel high quality. This isn't just a place to sit, it's a mobile office and a lounge combined into one. The passenger experience: rear seats. Duration: 2 o'clock. Finally, we move to the back, and this is the Viggo's secret weapon. Remember that long wheelbase we mentioned in the profile view? This is where it pays off. Look at that legroom. Even with the front seat pushed back, a tall adult is going to have plenty of space to stretch out. The floor is completely flat. In a gas car, you'd have a hump here for the exhaust or drive shaft, but here, it's just open space. That means the person in the middle seat actually gets to enjoy the ride instead of cramped legs. The bench itself is nicely contoured, and you've got dedicated USB-C ports and air vents for the rear passengers. The large windows and the optional panoramic glass roof, which you can see the light spilling in from, make the back seat feel huge. It's not dark or claustrophobic. Whether you're hauling kids, friends, or using it for a rideshare service, the Viggo treats its rear passengers with the same respect as the driver. It rounds out a package that is as practical as it is stylish. That's the full tour. What do you think of the Viggo? Let us know in the comments.